Hello, 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 welcome back to the dungeon sprint, which is not in fact a dungeon sprint, of Gareth Den, the level 17 Minotaur who was created for the sole purpose of trying to beat the game as fast as I possibly can. Last we left off, he was in the vaults. He had just finished the first floor of the vault, and I'm going to try and just put a few more miles on him now, just so that you guys know what my intended path is, because once I started I have to go quickly. But once I'm already in the vault now, my biggest threats there probably are going to come from Yakshawars shooting me from out of range in large herds, as well as the occasional, I don't know if there are dragons, but if there are, then Darby dragons will be a risk. The goal will be to clear the vault, but not to actually enter Vault 8, because that's kind of a huge difficulty spike, and instead go back at that point and pick up a previous rune, which I doubt I will do all in this one playthrough, or this one play session. So yeah, definitely want to explore the vaults a little bit further. I'm going to try and forego doing the crypt, because that's purely an EXP branch, and I'm debating whether or not I want to go to the Hall of Blades to look for a better polearm or not. I might do that, but the Hall of Blades requires a lot more care, and I have almost no trap skill right now, and dying to a spear trap or something would suck. Anyway, that's overall review. Let's get back to the game. Skills. Polearms at 20 means I'm good enough to master my current glaive, but not good enough to move on to a Bardich with minimum delay, so I'm going to leave my skills as they are. We'll let dodge and hit 17 before switching it off. 1 hour 51 minutes. Let's try and clear a couple floors. Let's try and be down to number 4, Vault 4 before there. That's the first of the bad things to happen to me. I'm going to be losing a lot of scrolls. There's no question about it. And most unfortunately, that's going to include all of the blink scrolls. Most, statistically speaking, most likely. I would not like to lose them all, because having at least one for later would prove useful. Oh crap! I meant to hit drop, and instead I hit use. Well, okay. Looks like the game is merciful enough that it doesn't count it against me if I already had it identified. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the blink scroll. That way I can come back for it later. The reason I'm leaving a blink scroll behind is so that I can use it on Vault 7 specifically, where it will be very useful to me. That slime creature is not going to get much bigger, so he's okay to fight right now. Definitely worried about that Orcish Sorcerer type and his summons. Since this is a summon, let's just kill the things behind it. And there we go. And that isn't a total slaughterhouse, but it's close. Let's butcher one corpse, eat, and then sack the other, and then move on. It's Norris. Norris is going to require me to berserk to take him out, because he's just a ridiculously hardy fighter no matter how you slice it. Of course, how you slice him is exactly what my plan was. If I had been a caster, I would not have been able to defeat him without like a higher level spell and a lot of luck. But playing a berserker, I'm much more efficient at killing a lot of enemies. Alright, I want to maintain hunger status, because there's going to be a corpse any second now. Any second now. Any second now. None of these are useful, though. For 56 gold I will take your bread ration, and for 28 I'll take your scroll of identify. But yeah, without some means of... Oh, those were corpses, and I just sacrificed them without paying attention. Silly me. Let's make sure that these guys don't form into an Omega Slime or a Titanic Slime or whatever it's called. Okay, there's still one alive. Can leave that behind, please. Fine, we'll eat the bread ration we just bought. You happy? Definitely want to berserk to take these out as fast as possible, because I do not have any means of maintaining my items, and the red ones can potentially burn scrolls, and the brown ones can corrode, and all sorts of nasty things. Oh crap, it's a Hydra. That Hydra might actually be worth switching to a flaming weapon, so we'll switch to the flaming halberd. Normally I wouldn't bother, but in this situation I didn't want to deal with bad news bear stuff happening. Back to my main, and on we go. Okay, more sacrifices. How are we doing for time? Not bad. Berserk, even though they're all poison right now, the mutagenic glow will change them, though I will focus down the ones who have elemental stuff that makes me afraid. Sacrifice, no food. Okay, and I do have that Ring of Regen, which renders basic 1-level poisoning almost irrelevant. I don't know if harpies still steal food, but I'm pretty sure they do. So having them killed immediately makes sense. Okay, and for some reason I left dodging on longer than I meant to. So from now on it's going to be fighting armor polearms without any particular focus. Okay, if the harpies are stealing my food, they're not stealing very much of it. So either they don't steal food, or I am stopping them from doing it by doing it fast. Ooh, Glaive of Protection. Bonus to AC, not an anti-magic weapon, but I can always switch to an anti-magic weapon in an anti-magic scenario. Bonus to AC is always useful, so I'll hang on to this guy for now. And I am looking for something to eat. I forgot to Berserk this time, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Good news is it doesn't seem to have done a whole lot of damage, so hooray for enemies not being able to take advantage of my mistakes. Hunger. Stab. Good, food. We'll eat him. And nausea, once again, being a douche, because without nausea I would just be able to keep eating until... What can you not pick up that's such a problem? Drop everything right now. Anything which isn't a useful weapon. So that's all of the tridents can go, except the one that's useful. I'm not hanging on to this glaive. I'm not hanging on to this halberd of... I need a flaming weapon. This Bardiche of Holy Wrath I can come back for. Drop the Fear Scrolls, drop the Ring of Teleport, drop a bunch of wands, so lightning, well I do like a multi-hit that isn't fire or cold. Drop the overused fire, drop the at all used cold. There. That gets rid of a lot of stuff. And now I can eat. And of course I get sick again. Just wouldn't be cruel if it didn't fuck me over at every turn. Fire please. Because sure enough, here comes another Hydra. Okay, sacrifice the corpse, wield anti-magic glaive or protection. Go with protection. Sack the corpse, move on, because by the time I'm done with nausea, that corpse will be useless. Okay. Oh, it's an illusion, not a ghost. This is worth a teleport, just because my own illusion is going to be extremely hard to beat right now. I can kill Francis, but I can't kill Francis plus Mara at the same time, so I'm getting out of there. I do need to take them on, and I do need a slightly more optimized situation to win, but I can win the fight, and that's the plan. So let's approach with caution, turning on my resist and my berserk. One's down, sacrifice it, get out of here. Actually, we'll just go downstairs. Yeah, we can come back to take them both on. AF, how are we doing for time? We haven't even hit the 2-hour mark. Alright, that's efficient. I didn't... do I have fog? Or something I can use to stop it? No? Okay. This is gonna hurt a lot, because I have to walk each step of the way. And each time the thing that makes me so nervous about that is each time I take a step, I worry that I'm gonna lose a scroll. And each time I lose a scroll, it potentially is the scroll of blinking. These are all summoned creatures, and I'm dealing with boggarts, which sucks. Now, I know that the Yaktuar is real. I don't know if the rest of them are real. I'm going to Berserk. Because with this many illusions, I'll be able to sustain my Berserk for a very long time. Boggarts are, of course, the priority, because they're bringing on these enemies, and I don't know how many of those were real and how many weren't. There's something here that's constantly missing against me. Berserk is now available once more, and I'm at full health, and auto pickup is on, and let's move in. That boggart disappeared again. Close the door. If it wants to come, it can come out through the open... Good God! Already summoned? Jesus Christ. The good news is I can take on everything it's summoning with almost no difficulty. The bad news is... it looks like I accidentally got it. There was still one more boggart by my math. No corpses? Fine, I don't care. Let's move on. Thank you for the easy kills. I'm losing potions left, right, and center. I really need to pick up a wand of some sort, a good wand of healing. Focus the boggarts, focus the boggarts before they go invisible. They just went invisible. Let's get out of here. Was physically blocking my path. Okay, this is too serious. I'm losing a lot of health and I'm near starving and I'm slowed. Initiate teleport first because apparently I no longer have a blink scroll. Quaff wounds or take a step. Given that I'm slow, wounds makes more sense, so quaff wounds please. And then we'll just back away. Okay. I don't know where I am and I'm starving, so we'll eat. The Trove needs the Book of Annihilations. Okay, I'm never gonna be able to identify the Book of Annihilations since that would require magic skill that I'm never gonna develop. Close the door, kill the boggart, and I can take on one bone dragon at a time, probably. Sack the wasp corpse, and on we go! Okay, onward, Slipnia. Okay, how are we doing for time? Over the 2-hour mark, and still only on Vault 4. Still, Vault 4 ain't bad. And we have left Mara, the Deadly Illusionist, on the floor above me. So I will have to go back and deal with her shortly. This is a good time to Berserk if I'm comfortable that I can take everything out in one Berserk. I'm not, so I'm going to make for a door. And then I'm going to Berserk so that it's just a narrow hallway. Keep forgetting that I need to be using the poke range on my halberd, and the result is that I take a step forward into the open space in protracted fights like that, and let it become a 3-on-1 instead of insisting it always remain 1-on-1. The pole arm, frankly, the guaranteed reach on pole arms offers so many huge advantages. Scream a couple times for the Actuar. I want him to come. He's not coming. Okay, now he knows. So he can't bolt me. I'm very hungry, so I really need a corpse. Throw spears at that sucker until it dies, and then eat the corpse. Oh, an ogre factory. And get in near the fire mage ASAP. Of course, we'll boost strength. Stab this thing to death and start eating corpses. Okay, another Yaktuar, this one with cold. But once we're in the door, there's really not much they can do because they can't get arrow range on me. Thank God the AI doesn't just use melee range arrows. It's still, I mean, it technically is a worse move if you're actually trying to preserve your life. And I saw more javs, silver javelins, and javelins of penetration. I want, fine, don't worry about it. Just eat. Wheel the fire guy. And stab, 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 and burn, and switch. Magic glaive. Off we go. Okay. Around the corner. Fine, close the door. Now what you gonna do? Just right, you dumbass. Okay, how am I doing for stuffs? Still have at least one teleport scroll, and I have the... This right here is probably gonna be the end of my run. So what I'm going to do is pre-summon a Brother-in-Arms and be ready to Berserk. No, the moment he turns the corner I will no longer be able to Berserk because of the Silence Aura. I need to Berserk now. Just my luck, he went into the thingy, the teleport trap. And I'm being sarcastic because I actually was ready to fight him and die or fight him and live. For those of you who don't know why I'm so afraid, Mennas is one of the most deadly named uniques in the game. You know what? I'm actually going to go and pick up the Potion of Berserk Rage. It's worth taking the time and energy just so that I have the security that I can go Berserk while silenced. That way I have the optimal chance that I'm ever going to have of beating Mennas, even if he silences me. And it shouldn't be that far because it's on the same floor that the vault entrance is. There aren't a whole lot of situations. There are, in fact, practically no situations in the game in which Potion of Berserk Rage makes any difference to a troglodyte. This is one of them. Why am I not able to... Oh, you're too far away. Gotcha. Let's just finish him. Okay. You're a funeral. Except, let's be real here. Nobody's gonna have a funeral for slimes, so... Not even a funeral. Okay, another glaive. Glaive of protection. Strictly worse than my previous one? Or did I somehow lose my previous one because I don't see it here? Whatever. No, it's worse than my previous glaive of protection. So we'll drop that guy and we'll wield the new glaive of protection and eat pear, actually wield the anti-magic glaive. The utility of being less afraid of casters is kind of high to me right now. Let's go ahead and stab the bees to death. I may be at technically low health, but really, I'm up against such weak enemies that does not concern me. I know I'm going to need food soon because of the regen ring, so I sacked one corpse in advance, and sure enough, there it is. This is the floor which contains Mara, I believe. I'm going to make another pass at her, by which I mean another pass at trying to kill her. I also want to fight these guys one at a time, and so that's what I'm going to do. Minimizes their ability to do stuff. Okay, and sack all the corpses, and then keep moving. How goes the skilling? It is looking good. How goes the time? 2 hours 7 minutes. So now we're getting to the point where it's actually taking a little bit long. Mennas is on this floor, but I should be ready for him. Damn it, I just got slowed by the Orb of Eyes, and at least not mutated, right? Let's close some doors and wait it out, and then move on. Okay, I'm very hungry, so eat something. Meat, perhaps. The other advantage to being ready to self-berserk without needing to call for it is if I see Mennas and have a spare turn, I don't have to spend it berserking. I can totally spend it calling an ally, who at the very least will absorb some of Mennas' hits and at the most will actually deal significant damage to him. Okay, let's take these things on. Actually, let's get back to a hallway. There's no need to fight them straight up like this. And just keep hitting V, enter, V, enter, V, enter, so that I'm stabbing rather than approaching. Okay, despite all the sacrifices I just made, I just lost a pip of Trog Piety. Man, that guy is a greedy whore. Okay, Ice Dragon armor, not interested. Swamp Dragon armor is better, and I have no way of countering the minus to fire. Okay, that's another death. Approach, 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 kill. And this one I'm going to butcher because I anticipate a need of need of food shortly. Nope, surprisingly no. Let's go ahead and close the distance by waiting him out, and then yeah, there we go. Notice this wait around the corner strategy is generally how I approach most of my enemies and problems and encounters. Okay, y'all dead. Good. I don't need potions of magic. I don't even know why I'm collecting them. I guess they provide something else to shatter in case of potion shatterage. Sack everything. Definitely want to kill that before it gets into a wall. Okay, floor is almost cleared. Mennas is on this is in the vaults, so I should really try and minimize my in and out of the vaults at this point. I may not even have to kill him, and that would be better all around. Mennas is just devastating. He's got Confuse, he's got Silence, he's got Haste, he's got wrathfully powered weapons. Pretty much everything. He's got something to hurt everybody. Oh, that's a sick weapon. We're dropping the previous Glaive of Protection in favor of this guy and putting enchant weapon 1s on it. Because barring fighting a caster, this is the strongest. This is a stronger weapon. Let's not use that staircase. Let's try this staircase. And with any luck, yep, something to eat. Finish butchering it and eat it, and then take on the troll zombie. Dead. And the purple thing, dead. And an unidentified wand this late in the game is generally a beneficial wand. The fact that he's struggling to resist tells me that it's probably not a heal wand, and it's probably not a... Well, actually, it could very well be a heal wand, so my bad. Let's go ahead and try it on myself. Worst case scenario, it's a confuse or something. There it is in fact a confuse. Okay, anything to eat, anything to declare. Let that thing approach. I'm sick, but that won't last for long. Okay. Check the store. I don't care if there's slimes approaching. Teleport scroll is an insta-buy, as is magic mapping. And was that a remove curse for an enchant weapon? No, enchant weapon I'm not going to buy just now. I'm not saying it's not a good buy, I'm just saying I don't want to carry it around and then later on actually need it and it'll have burned up or been lost or something like that. Just slay them. Slay them as they stand. Eat troll, sack corpses, eat more troll, troll the troll, and then eat his corpse. Oh, it's a jumping spider and a bunch of redbacks. Now, I believe, though I am not certain, that redback poison has a higher to-hit chance than most poisons do. Not picking up the Scroll of Enchant Armor until I've cleared this group, because I intend to use it immediately. Normally, I would say that... actually, do I have anything that's an auto-use? I don't think I can enchant the gloves. If I could, they would be the natural choice. Cloak. None of these are useful, so let's just put it on the Swamp Dragon armor for now. Do I have a spare enchant armor? No, I do not. Okay, from now on, I have to save one for an eventual gold dragon armor, because when I hit Zot, I'll be very happy if I wait for that. That sucks. Definitely want to put on resistance here, since I'm up against all these magey types. And then sacrifice, and then eat, and then sacrifice. How are we doing for time? 12 minutes. Okay, it's Santa Roca. Good news for me. I don't necessarily need an ally of Trog here, but I'm gonna call one anyway just for thoroughness' sake. But before I do even any of that, I'm gonna go ahead and thunderbolt the group a few times as they approach, and maybe fire. Where'd Santa Roca go? Please tell me he can't turn invisible. Oh, no, there he is. Yeah, let's burn through this unidentified wand in this relatively safe scenario. Okay, time for the ally of Trog. And switch places with him and put on life regen and Berserk, because we need to take out Santa Roca fast before anything else happens. And unfortunately, if you'll look, you'll see it's Marjorie. I'm too Berserk to respond in time, and I'm almost dead. Okay, this requires me to slow down and play carefully. What I lack is Blink. My scrolls of Blink have all been destroyed. Teleport is going to take too long to kick in before I die. I don't know which of them has the ability to do Fireball, but I have to assume it's both. Both of them are too strong for me to instantly kill. I'm too weak and slowed to hope for survival. I'm going to open with getting back 60 hit points, because I hope that I won't be fireballed when I'm adjacent to one of them. The troll is going to immediately round on them, and probably be my best bet for living anyway. He instantly killed one of them, which is good. Next step is going to be to get behind the troll so Marjorie tries to focus it instead of me. Again, I'm going to have to burn a heal wounds. The only other thing would be if Marjorie can't see invisible, that might be more efficient. But let's go heal wounds first, because ultimately dying in one turn is going to be the most painful. I don't have enough speed to run away, so another heal wounds. Okay, I now have a bare bones amount of ability, but there's more and more enemies. Another ally of Trog. And now we'll take a step away, or do we heal wounds again? I vote heal wounds because I'm not comfortable. Perfect. Now I'll trade places with the ally of Trog. And Marjorie dies, and the ally of Trog is at full health. We'll continue to step away. No, this is a spare turn, so we're going to get speed up. Now we'll continue to back away. Am I wielding the protection halberd? I am. Good. Okay, continuing to step away. Those centaurs I can't do anything about. I can fire at them, and that's probably my best bet. Maybe one of them will... Yep, one of them died immediately. And there is something invisible here, so we're gonna use fire on it. And directly past it. And you know what? I made a mistake. Marjorie's guards are all probably fire immune, so we'll use cold. And we'll continue to blast them. I could teleport away at this point, but there's no saying where I'd end up. And right now there's an iron troll here who is safer, and oh crap! Something necroments them all back to life. Something hostile. I'm teleporting and praying. Okay, we got away. We're going to go this way. That's the same place they all are. We're going to use that potion of porridge, because that's a one-turn instant health back. We can totally spam my allies of Trog if necessary. Let's go invisible. Odds are good that their intelligence is not good enough to keep pursuing me very long, even though they're following me directly as though they knew exactly which direction I was going. At least my to-hit went up. And now we just go upstairs. Just go upstairs. Go upstairs. Kill the Naga, kill the shapeshifter, sacrifice corpses, heal, and then get the fuck out of Dodge. Okay. That was very nearly the end of my run, and I'm going to go ahead and stop now because I'm obviously not thinking clearly after such a massive loss. My biggest concerns probably right now are that I don't have very many heal potions left, and I don't have much ability to heal left. I burned almost all of them surviving. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will catch you all next time.